In first year chemistry, we pretty much only study reversible reactions that are one-step mechanisms. Ones whose only step is an elementary reaction. That means for a reaction that can be generalized with the following balanced chemical equation. That we can write the rate laws for the forward and reverse reactions from stoichiometric coefficients. I'm going to label the forward reaction with a rate constant with a subscript f, and the reverse reaction with a rate constant with a subscript of r. Okay, so if we were going to write the rate law from an elementary reaction for the forward process, I would write the word rate. I'm going to label it as forward with a subscript. I would write down a rate constant for the forward reaction, each reactant with the coefficient as the power, and then I would do the same thing for the reverse reaction. In the last video, we discussed how equilibrium occurs when the rate of the forward reaction equals the rate of the reverse reaction. So, we can substitute these two expressions and set them equal to each other. That ends up looking like the rate constant of the forward times each of the reactants equal to the rate constant of the reverse times each of the products. Now, after many experiments, scientists have found that the ratio between the forward and the reverse rate constants is very helpful for predicting what will happen in equilibrium situations. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide both sides of this equation by the reverse rate constant, and then isolate my new and helpful ratio by dividing both sides by the reactants. This looks a little messy, so we're going to have to clean it up a little bit. At this point, this ratio is so helpful that we end up giving it a totally new name. We call this the equilibrium constant. The equilibrium constant will be equal to the concentrations of the products to the power of their stoichiometric coefficients divided by the concentrations of reactants to the power of their stoichiometric coefficients. Check out the next video to get some practice writing some real equilibrium expressions.